Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be showing ISAB and all those other haters the beauty of the blazing sun. Today I'm going to be having it take on Bloonarius, not Elite Bloonarius, because I haven't fought it in free play yet. We're using only the Golden Sun as our main DPS, or the Blazing Sun, excuse me, as our DPS tower. Now I have it fighting, now we're fighting Tier 1 right now. I'm setting up some farms, and I'm going to be skipping around to just show the individual boss fights, because I have a retention span of 3 seconds. So, starting off on Tier 1, I have the Blazing Sun. I'm building up a support village because, Desperado's a primary. And I've got a Balloon Liquidifier because the Blazing Sun single target is very good, but its ceramic damage could use a bit of work. So I have as you can see there, whenever the skulls split, Lunarius just spits out a ton of ceramics. So we're having the Liquidifier take care of all of that. Other than that, it's pretty simple. Blazing Sun does insane Moab damage. And I think I'll just let it play from here. Coming into Tier 2 here, all I bought was a Rubber to Gold Alchemist, because Bloonarius' Skull Balloons make me a ton of extra money with that, plus all the naturally spawned balloons make a ton of money with that. And of course, a whole bunch more marketplaces in order to get even more money. Now, around 59, I realized my Rubber to Gold and Lead to Gold Alchemist can't actually see camo balloons, because I didn't place them within the range of the village. Thankfully, I'm just rich, and I'm just rich enough to fix all my mistakes. So I placed down a support Kelly and move him just barely within range of the village. And then starting the boss here, you can see the Blazing Sun is already dealing an immense amount of damage. Now, skulls are going to be a little tight, and I know that. So alongside moving the Alchemist inwards, which I'm going to do now, I'm also going to buy the Balloon Solver, of course. Now, I thought that I would also sell this and refresh the ability super quickly by buying another support Kelly to move Benjamin out, because my Desperado is a 502 Desperado, mostly because I was already planning on buying the village for primary expertise, but also because I just find the Nomad attack speed buff, I think, better than the crits buff. I haven't done the math on it, so don't judge me, or do judge me, and comment on if it's actually better or not, because I don't know. So I moved Ben out here, and then immediately realized that the Alchemist disactivates the Wanderer buff anyway, so I really had no reason to do that. In my shame, I immediately buy Balloon Solver, and from here, it's really just farming until Bloonarius gets out of range, which he will in a moment. And then I do buy up to primary mentoring, just to give the extra range and attack speed to my Desperado, as well as the Balloon Solver, but, like, Desperado's the primary monkey here, so the Balloon Solver is really just a support tower. For Tier 3 here, I bought a couple more support monkeys. Now, these monkeys are very important to getting the ultimate support monkey, which I'm sure you guys can guess what it is just by looking. Thankfully, the Blazing Sun still has enough damage here to carry us through Tier 3 with just a couple of support monkeys. You can see Rubber to Gold still there. The Balloon Trap, especially, I was getting a little worried about leaking all of the Bloonarius insides, especially because now I believe it's going to start spitting Moabs, as well as the ceramics are going to get faster now that we're technically into free play since it's round 81. Now, aside from our overclock engineer, which is not yet an ultra boost because I spent all my money on some beautiful extra marketplaces, so I can make even more money down the road. I also just bought primary expertise, so now the Desperado is at its peak primary power from the village. And you can see I'm going to just place in a sniper here. I'm going to get him up to Cripple Moab. He gets sold pretty quickly after Bloonarius dies. And by pretty quickly, I mean instantly. But, you know, I figured might as well help the Desperado out even more. You can see it's already dealing a whole bunch of damage, and clearly doesn't need any more damage. But I just want to kill Bloonarius quicker, so that way I can go back to doing, I don't know, other stuff. But anyways, this is basically just to save up to buy Ultra Boost and the Cripple Moab. And you can see Desperado here has dealt, I'm sure, most of the damage to Bloonarius. I don't know what else would be doing damage to Bloonarius. All I have are support towers. So clearly, the Blazing Sun is crazy good for bosses. Alright, Tier 4, this is the big one. Now, I may have already attempted this tier and realized I cannot afford the ultimate support monkey, which is what I was really hoping to be able to do for this section of the boss. So I'm going to do what any sane Bloons Tower Defense 6 player would do, and just farm harder. As Bloonarius gets through the track, I'm just going to place down as many marketplaces as I can. And once I get to, if I did my math correctly, around $200,000, I should be able to afford the ultimate support monkey to really help the Desperado show its true power. Now you can also see, right behind the Blazing Sun there, I have bought an Ultra Boost. And you can't really see it because of the unfortunate village placement, but that Desperado does have 10 stacks of Ultra Boost on it. I also put whatever extra stacks I had onto the XXL trap, or XX, how many X's is it? XXL? X, whatever, the really big trap, just because I was not sure about the Bloonarius insides. While the Blazing Sun may be insane for boss damage, it's not very good with a lot of balloons spawning all at once. So I put some extra stacks on the XL trap in order to help it, you know, spawn its trap faster in case of an unfortunate skull event. Other than that, I'm going to keep, even though there's already 10 stacks of Ultra Boost on the Blazing Sun, I am also going to put even more Ultra Boost power into it by just using the Ultra Boost ability on it, because, you know, what else am I going to do? Now, I haven't built the ultimate support monkey yet, and we are getting awfully close to Skull, so I am unfortunately going to have to do a little itty bit of micro on my balloon trap, and I really think the Blazing Sun's going to pull through here and destroy all of those ZOMGs. I'm sure of it, but, you know, just in case, I'm going to make sure my balloon trap comes out as fast as possible. And I'm sure the glue here and the balloon trap had nothing to do with stopping all of these balloons. And I'm sure, 100% sure, the Blazing Sun did most of the damage to those balloon innards. But anyway, I have enough money now. Time to sell all of my farms, including both of my tier 5s, because I'm pretty sure I included those in my calculations originally. And it's time to build the ultimate support monkey. Now, I'm putting every dollar I have into this thing. I want it to be top-notch, so the Desperado can get all the power it needs. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Engineer Paragon recently received a bit of a rework. It got a couple of nerfs to its damage and its own buffs, but it received the Power Glove ability, which allows it to Ultra Boost any overclock. It's not a permanent buff, so it's not an Ultra Boost. But that allows it to overclock any monkey in the game. That includes other Paragons, so it's great for that. But even better, that includes the Blazing Sun, which is the main boss damager of this playthrough. I'm also going to put Throwdown the Sentries because they're cute and cool and funny, and I like them, and the Engineer's my favorite. But that's aside from the point. The Blazing Sun, as you can see, is already through 2 skulls. Flawlessly defeated all of them. I accidentally do misclick the Power Glove onto the primary expertise there. But, you know, everyone makes mistakes. But the Blazing Sun is powerful enough to where I really, really don't, you know, need to worry about that at all. Alright, it all comes down to this. Tier 5. Now, I haven't bought anything new here because I honestly believe the Blazing Sun is strong enough on its own to take down Tier 5. However, I am going to just use all my abilities. I'm going to use Ben's Siphon. I'm going to use the Power Glove on Desperado, of course, because Desperado is the main damage dealer this run. And I'm also just going to move the turrets around because they're silly and I like them. And they're, you know, no other particular reason. They definitely don't deal like a 12th of boss health bar every time they explode when you move them. Other than that, though, I am using the Power Glove on the Desperado here. And you can see we're already 2 skulls down, and even though Bloonarius is spitting literal bad balloons, the Desperado is still taking them out easily. I think Desperado is for 16k. The Blazing Sun is one of the best boss damaging towers, clearly, as you can see from this video. And even if it didn't have the primary expertise buff, I'd say it's still an incredibly viable tower for boss battles. And just like that, Bloonarius is dead. Without any help whatsoever, the Desperado has completely defeated all 5 tiers of Bloonarius. And that unlocks Elite Bloonarius. If this video gets 172 likes, I will fight Elite Bloonarius with the Blazing Sun. Or whatever monkey is currently the most undervalued at that time. Maybe I'll do it like Balloon Crush or something. Who knows?